Hi, my name is Marge McCoy. I'm a pharmacist at Lopez Island Pharmacy, and we've been fielding a lot of questions regarding potassium iodide and radioactive contamination of the thyroid from the nuclear reactor disaster in Japan. The questions that we're getting are on potassium iodide. Unfortunately, potassium iodide is currently unavailable. I've actually been trying to order it off and on for the past 18 months in an attempt to stockpile in case of a disaster, and I've been unable to obtain any pharmaceutical grade potassium iodide. I believe it's probably being stockpiled by countries around the world, and that's why we've had availability issues. So what to do if there's exposure and you need treatment and potassium iodide is not available? There's a couple of different options. Unfortunately, we don't have good human studies to back these up, but I'll tell you what we do have. There is a study out of Pennsylvania State University Medical Center, the Hershey Medical Center, and they irradiated or exposed rats to iodine-131, radioactive iodine, and they treated them in one of several ways. They either gave them the traditional potassium iodide oral tablets, or they took a paw and dipped it in either tincture of iodine or povidone iodine, both topicals, or they swabbed an area of the skin with tincture of iodine. And then some of the rats they used a dressing to cover the swab skin, and some they left open. The results that they got were actually kind of interesting. They found that the blocking of the uptake of radioactive iodine was pretty much the same, whether they were treated with the traditional oral potassium iodide tablets or they were treated topically with either povidone iodine or tincture of iodine. That's kind of encouraging for those of us that can't get potassium iodide. So what to do? We have several different options available. There's topical povidone iodine, which is generic betadine, and then there's tincture of iodine, and there's also decolorized iodine, which I don't have any of. The studies, again, are limited. We don't have any good human studies. How much to use varies depending on what you read on the internet. I've seen amounts varying from using the 2% iodine tincture, either dipping the forefinger up to the first knuckle and leaving it in the solution for a short amount of time and then letting your body absorb it. Swabbing an area approximately the area of the back of the hand, again with topical iodine, or using about 8 milliliters to be applied to either the abdomen or the forearm once a day. The question is, we really don't know which is the correct amount. We do know it's absorbed topically, and the topical absorption is going to block some of the uptake of radioactive iodine. There's also the old backpacker solution of placing iodine tincture in water. They've used it to purify water for a long time. It's actually not recommended to be taken internally. Short-term use for backpacking, probably not an issue. I don't know if I'd want to do it for an extended period of time to try and block uptake of radioactive iodine. So again, if I was treating my own family and I couldn't get potassium iodide, I would probably just use the topical application. I hope this is helpful to you. Give us a call at the pharmacy if you have any other questions. Better yet, stop in. We've just been inundated with phone calls, so we're having a hard time fielding them all. That's why we're doing this. Hope it helps.